everybody. Making sure shenanigans work. It looks like they do. Hello, Connor, Chronic, AJ. AJ also redeemed the hot sauce gummy bear immediately right off the bat. Also need to figure this camera angle out tonight. Y'all, today, I swear. Y'all, today, I swear. Ugh. Orange. You get orange, AJ. First of frickin' all, the terrible doctor saga continues. This saga started in December. Oh god. It hit the back of my throat. This saga started in December, and it will now officially go into July. At least. It will at least go into July. Come on, monitor. Stay where you're supposed to. Which I'm obviously not happy about. For those unaware, I got a freaking just like ear what is going on with the highlight in my bangs today? Look at my torch and pitchfork. For those unaware, back in December, I got an ear infection because I have autoimmunes and I get them all the time. As soon as I get water in my ear during a shower or something, I'm like fucked. But whatever, that's fine. I know what they feel like. It takes me like 2 weeks to fight them off on my own because my immune system sucks. Whatever. I deal with it. But I got this ear infection and it was like a couple weeks and it wasn't going away. So I was like, all right, that sucks. I need to go get antibiotics. So I go to my doctor, I tell him what's wrong, and I was like, I need antibiotics. And he looks at my ear and he goes, there's nothing wrong with your ear. And I'm like, no, seriously, I have an ear infection. I know what ear infections feel like. I need antibiotics. And he's like, oh, take this sinus rinse instead and use that instead. And then come back in a week if it's still not better. So I'm like, okay. So I do a sinus rinse for a week and it's still not better because it's a freaking infection. So I go back to the dude and I'm like, hey, guess what? Hey, wow, God. Hey, guess what? It didn't fucking work. I need antibiotics. And he's like, but there's nothing wrong with your ear. And I'm like, give me fucking antibiotics. Give me antibiotics now. Because, like how there's nothing wrong with my ear, it hurts like fuck. So, he gave me antibiotics because I basically forced him to. I took the full course of antibiotics, and it helped. It helped. It got better. It didn't go away. Because at that point, I had had an ear infection for like almost 2 months, and it was probably an antibiotic-resistant strain, which, fine. You know what you're supposed to do when that happens? Change the antibiotic to a different antibiotic. So I took the full course of antibiotics. I go back to my doctor. I tell him, like, yeah, it helped a lot. It doesn't hurt nearly as much, but it hasn't fully gone away yet. And he goes, a paramedic told me that if it doesn't go away after fucking 1 week of using antibiotics, then it's never gonna go away and there's no point. Which, why as a family doctor are you taking advice from a paramedic about the usefulness of antibiotics? But also, like, what? Like, what? I'm telling you that it helps, that it worked, that I need more, and you're telling me that because it didn't fully get rid of the problem, which makes no sense because there are antibiotic resistant strains of any type of infection, and the treatment for any of those is to switch the type of antibiotic that you're using. So he refused to give me one, said that I had to now see an ear specialist because he can't figure out what the problem is and he doesn't know what to do about it. So then I was on a wait list for 2 fucking months to see this goddamn specialist. 2 fucking months. And then I finally went and saw him last week, and when I walked in, he ignored me. Didn't listen to why I was there or what the problem was. He shined a light in my ear, which isn't going to show him anything because the pain is in the inner ear behind the eardrum. But he shines a light in my ear. He goes, "It's not your ear, it's your jaw, go see a dentist." And I'm like, "It's not my jaw, it's my ear." And he's like, "It's not your ear, it's your jaw, go see a dentist." And I'm like, "Why did the antibiotics work then?" And he goes, "I don't know, but it's not your ear, go see a dentist." And I'm like, "Why does my ear hurt every time it pops then?" And he's like, "I don't know, but it's not your ear, go see a dentist." I'm like, "Motherfucker." So I go see a dentist. I tell my dentist what happens. My dentist goes, "Well, it's 100% not your jaw. Also, that ear doctor is a fucking idiot because none of the symptoms you're describing would ever be caused by your jaw. That's 100% your inner ear. You need to go see an ear specialist." I'm like, "The doctor who told me all that wasn't your specialist." And he's like, "Well, what the fuck? That ear specialist is a fucking idiot." And I'm like, "Yup." So that leads to today. So fucking today, I go back to my family doctor and I sit down and I go, "Hey, so the ear specialist you sent me to didn't listen to me, didn't answer my questions, didn't look at my ear, just told me it was my jaw and made me leave. And I went to the dentist like he said to, and the dentist agrees with me. It's not my jaw, it's my inner ear. The symptoms that I'm having couldn't possibly be caused by my jaw. It's my inner ear. So I need to be referred to a different doctor or something because this isn't getting taken care of, and I need the ear pain to go away." Tell me why this motherfucking doctor spends 10 fucking minutes telling me how it's not his fault that that's the doctor I got referred to, how he can't control which doctor I get referred to, only which clinic, and then the clinic tells me which doctor, and I'm like, "All right, so I have to call the clinic and get them to change my doctor? Fine." "No, no, no, but you don't understand, Jane. You don't understand. I can't, I didn't send you to that specific doctor. I can't control which doctor you get sent to." Then I'm like telling him again what fucking happened, and he's like, but the ear doctor said it's your jaw." And I'm like, "And I'm telling you that he said it was my jaw and to go see a dentist, and I saw my dentist and my dentist agrees with me. It's not my jaw, it's my ear. And I don't have what the ear doctor, like the ear doctor said I had TMJ, which 30% of adults have, by the way." So there was a high likelihood I was gonna have TMJ no matter what. But my dentist is like, "Not only do you not have TMJ, but even if you did have TMJ, it wouldn't be causing the symptoms that you have." So fucking tell it to my doctor, and my doctor's sitting there telling me, but the ear doctor said that you have TMJ and that you need to see a dentist." Motherfucker would not listen to a goddamn word I said. Not a fucking word. To the point that I had to stand up and walk out of the office. Like, stand up, walk out in the middle of him talking because he wouldn't fucking listen to me at all. I called the clinic with the ear doctor and they've switched my doctors, but there's a 2-month wait to see the new guy. Also, the ear doctor, to back up that it's TMJ, booked me for an MRI. That booking came in today for January 17th, 2028. Almost 2 full fucking years from now, I'm supposed to get an MRI of my jaw to prove this to this ear doctor that the pain I'm getting every time my ear pops is my jaw. Which, what the fuck? So that mess was super, super fun. Then I came home to a note slipped under my door. Um, hang on. I have to read you this fucking note. Let me see. I will block out the name and I will block out the personal information. Pew pew pew. So I get this note slipped under my door today. Get this note slipped under my door today. Okay? And what does it fucking say? It says, if you would ever feel comfortable with me taking your dog for a walk, please let me know. I would love to. Heart. Feel free to text or call. And then the name of a neighbor that I have never met before. Mind you, I have lived in this building for 5 years. No, more than that. 6. I have lived in this building for over 6 years. I've never met this neighbor once. I've never had a conversation with them. I've never seen them in the hallway. Never seen this person in my life before. No idea who this is. So I was sitting there freaking out because I was like, oh, is the dog like barking like crazy every time I leave the apartment? So this neighbor's like being like, oh, maybe if I walk their dog for them, their dog won't bark like insanity. Mind you, I barely ever leave my apartment. Like, I've had to leave it a few times in the last few days because of doctor's appointments for like 1 to 3 hours at a time. But that's it. But I was just like, oh, like this passive aggressive note sounds like it's like the dog is barking and they're trying to like solve it by being like, I'll walk your dog for you. So I text the number, right? And I'm like, hey, due to an incident with a neighbor and like my previous dog, I'm uncomfortable with anybody walking my dog for me, because it's a whole other fucking story. But like if you want to join us on our walks like once a week, that's all right. You can come with us if you want. And they blew up my phone. Insanity. I've gotten like 10 text messages from them since being like, oh my god, I would love to, that'd be great. Here's a picture of me and my friend's dogs, brackets, my dogs, which, what the fuck does that mean? Yada yada yada, right? And she almost had me, because I was sitting there being like, maybe this woman just like really likes dogs, and like my dog is out on the balcony sunbathing a lot, so she just like saw my dog sunbathing from the parking lot and like wanted to hang out with my dog. So I was like, benefit of the doubt, maybe this woman actually like just legitimately wants to hang out with my dog. So I texted my friend in the building and I texted them the note, and I was like, do you have any insight on this? They fucking call me back. Apparently, I'm hot goss in the building. Apparently, no one has any fucking thing better to do with their lives except for talk about how sorry they feel for my dog. Like, fucking, excuse me? I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, well, so, like, the people in the building think that your dog is just, like, trapped at home all day and, like, isn't being, like, paid attention to. So, let me break this down. So, I'm at home all day, every day, because I don't have a job, and I'm too sick to leave my house. So, unless I'm, like, going out for a doctor's appointment, I'm pretty much always home. My dog either sleeps next to me, on my lap, or next to me, or by my feet, like 90% of the day. And then other times of the day, my dog likes to go out on the porch and sunbathe, which is why I have a doggy door to my porch, so she can go out whenever she wants and lay there and sunbathe however long she wants. She likes to watch the parking lot. She likes to like watch people come and go. That's fine. She's not noisy. She doesn't bark at them very often, except for the couple times you see me on camera yell at her to stop, which she does immediately. So they've seen the couple times she's been outside sunbathing and are just assuming that I'm leaving her home alone. And because they haven't seen me take her for a walk, they also assume that she's not going for walks. Mind you, I do take her for walks. My boyfriend also comes over and takes her for walks. We just usually take her for walks at like dinner time or like 9, 10 o'clock at night, depending on when we're available and how we're feeling and shit. But so like, not only does she go on multiple walks a week, which is more than enough for a dog her size and energy level, but she spends the rest of her days sleeping and playing with us in the apartment and sunbathing. And my neighbors in the building have decided that she's neglected and mistreated, and their solution is to have one of the neighbors walk her for me without me knowing that any of this was going on. Is what I've been filled in with today. So I've told this neighbor who left this note that if she wants to come on walks with us, she may join us. And I'm going to make a special fun show of talking up how, oh, it's so nice to go on these walks with someone besides my boyfriend because, you know, my boyfriend comes over all the time, but like he only has time to like walk her at night. So like we're always doing this at like 9, 10 o'clock at night, or like taking her out during dinner time. And it's just so nice to like have someone to go out with in the afternoon with instead. Like this woman is only going to hear about how much my dog is spoiled. Because fuck these people. Because fuck the fact that they have a neighbor so quiet and so like literally I stick to myself. I don't gossip with the other neighbors about anybody. I don't I don't make noise. I don't throw parties. I'm not stumbling into the building at 2 a.m. I'm not the one making the hallway reek of pot every fucking day. I'm the perfect fucking renter where I don't make noise, I don't make trouble, I don't fucking do anything. So the only thing they have to gossip about me is the fact that my dog sunbathes. Fuck all the people in this building. I'm fucking going burnt, scorched earth, and all these people can fuck themselves. I'm so mad. Mind you, I found all this out today after literally spending an hour in the center court playing with my dog. Nika! Come here, sweetheart. Hi, sweetie, come here. Look, look. Oh, say, everybody thinks I'm so neglected. Everybody in the building feels so sorry for you. You have such a rough life, don't you? Oh, don't you have such a rough life? Like, Jesus Christ. I even, after I got back from the doctor's, when I was like worried that she might be barking when I leave, I set up a microphone and then went to the grocery store and I was gone for like an hour and a half. And when I came back, she literally didn't even, like, not only didn't bark, but didn't cry. Like, there was zero noise. Life is hard on the inside. Oh, this poor baby. Is my poor baby depressed? And she immediately falls asleep on my lap. Hey, honey. Yeah. Yeah. Those neighbors think that you're having such a problem. Those neighbors think you have such a rough life. Anyway, let's get to this bullshit game. today. Where's my chat monitor? Swap everything out. Yeah, no, fucking insanity. Fucking insanity. They're literally the last neighbor that volunteered to walk my dog was doing it because they knew I had autoimmunes, and they were like, "Oh, if it's hard for you to walk your dog," and this was before I had a boyfriend. They're like, "Oh, if it's hard for you to walk your dog, like, we can help out and we can walk your dog for you." And I was like, "Oh, that's very helpful. All right, sure." Because, like, I can't do it all the time. So if you can do it the days I'm sick, that'd be great. And they're like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And then they're like, sometimes we go to an off leash area. Can we take your dog off leash? And I said, absolutely not. My dog only listens to me. He will not listen to other people. You can't take him off leash. And then I found out months later that she was taking him not to an off leash area. She was taking him to just a trail where it's illegal to have dogs off leash. And then she was taking him off leash and just letting him run into, like, fields, weeds, fucking ponds, muddy areas and shit. And then she was just taking him back, like, for months without me knowing after I told her no. And she was lucky as fuck that he was ever coming back to her, because if he had ever seen, like, a bunny or anything like that, he would have been gone. He would have been fucking gone, because he only listened to me. And now I have another neighbor wanting to fucking walk my next dog. No. How about fucking no? How about everybody stops trying to walk my fucking dog? How about like, God, it's even scary to let my boyfriend walk her sometimes, because I don't know if he's gonna be quick enough picking her up if, like, there's, like, a loose dog that attacks her or something. Like, I'm paranoid as fuck. I've had a dog get attacked before. It's hard enough for me to trust my boyfriend to do it, let alone, yeah, I'm just gonna let my neighbors fucking walk her. Like, fuck off. Fuck off. I'm so angry. So goddamn angry. Let's start learning Japanese. Jesus. Gameplay. Oop. Steam. Oh, shout out to Shroom and Gloom. BT dubs, they're part of the Steam Deck Builder Fest. Why was it here? I wanted to see if their demo had updated since the last time I playtested it, but then I got distracted and forgot. Oh. I feel like this stuff needs to get juggled around. Is that alright for the audio? Looks like it should be okay. Okay. Audio sounds good. Last we left off, we were desperately trying to make money to buy... Oh, no, I don't remember how to get... Okay, menu. To get, like, all the equipment and shit that we needed. Because we needed a shit ton of money to do it, and I was losing my mind, so we stopped. Alright, Ga and Goo up here. Oh, it remembers code. That's interesting. 82 yen. Where are we at vis-a-vis N? Ah, yen. 588. I think we needed like 2,200 for the weapons that we need, right? Key and Ku appear. Also, I named this stream incorrect because of how many problems we found. Oh no, my bottle opener has gone missing. There it is. Because we found so many problems the last time we were playing this that I was just like, might as well just lean into it. How many things can we find wrong in today's video? Whoa, good. $82 at a time. 22 battles, K and go. Oh, so Connor, I watched the first Mortal Kombat today. Ko and Ku appear. Oh, you hadn't seen it yet? I had not. Because I had seen the ones in the 90s, but I didn't know that they rebooted it in 2021. Like, I thought that the joke of this, the new one coming out, was that it was named after the game. That they were like, oh, Mortal Kombat 2, ha 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 ha. And, like, named it after the game. I didn't realize that they had rebooted it during COVID. So when you were like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna watch the first one or whatever, I was like, oh, I didn't realize there was a first one. I thought that was part of the joke. So yeah, I watched the first one today. What I will say is that the reason the trailer had me excited for Mortal Kombat 2 was because it looked like they had actually leaned into the, like, we know that this is cheesy and ridiculous, so that's what we're gonna play it up as. And now that I've seen the first one, I'm worried that they take it too seriously. Because the first one was very serious. K appears. Oh shit. Yeah, but it was serious in the kind of way that was goofy. I mean, kinda. I feel like the first one wasn't goofy enough. So I'm hoping, since this, especially when they literally never got to Mortal Kombat in the first movie. They set it up as, oh, we're about to head to Mortal Kombat. Like, to the point we don't even have enough time to train you guys. And then by the end of the movie, they still hadn't got to Mortal Kombat. So, like, this second movie looks very set up to be, like, much more like the video game with, like, the different locations and shit. And, like, them actually doing Mortal Kombat. But it's insane that the first movie literally never got to Mortal Kombat. Also, I rewatched the trailer for Mortal Kombat 2, and is the main guy from Mortal Kombat 1 not in it at all? Or is he just gonna die super quick? Go and go up here. Because he's, like, not in the trailer. He's there. He's only in the trailer for like a second in the background. I was looking in the background and I never saw him in the background. Like, I saw a lot of everybody else that was in the first movie in, like, the background and, like, in actual scenes and stuff. But I was, like, looking for him, and unless he's the dude that gets stabbed through the stomach and then decapitated, I did not see him. There's 2 trailers. There's like a legit long trailer, and then there's, like, a trailer that is more focused on Johnny Cage, but like I didn't see him. I saw them both. I didn't see him in either one. Again, unless he's the dude who gets decapitated. Ka and K. Hoping, because like the first movie, I think they were just trying to get the lore out of the way, which I feel like you never really needed to know the lore in the first place, but like they decided you did need to know it, which is what seemed to be the entire point of the first movie. So I'm hoping the second movie is like, all right, you know the lore now we're just gonna kill each other. Because the trailer made it look like, okay, we're just gonna kill each other. Who and Ga up here? Decapitated dude is a different dude. Oh, his armor looks very much like what's his face's. His hair is longer? Yeah, his hair is longer, but I also think time is supposed to have passed. Because literally the end of the first movie is like, oh, what's-his-face is gonna go get Cage. But then the trailer shows that Lightning Dude and what's-her-face got Cage instead. So, like, time has gone by, but it hasn't really gone by. They're gonna have to explain that at least in the new movie, because none of that made sense, but... I found him, first trailer 107 in the back. Only one, 109, only one in the shot. Which one's, is the first trailer the Luke Cage trailer, or the, like... I don't know what to call it. Spliced together one, I guess. Gee and Gay up here. Their money at? Ugh! Not sure, but he's there. God damn it! Nika! Honey? Now's not the night to be barking at the cars in the parking lot. Come here. Come here! Hi. Hi. Yeah, the neighbors think that I abuse you and leave you alone all the time. So can you not bark at the probably stray cat in the parking lot? That's the other thing. At night when she's barking because the neighbors on the first floor have an outdoor cat. Fucking hate people who have outdoor cats. If you have an outdoor cat, you're a bad person. They have an outdoor cat that they literally just let roam the parking lot. It's an all black cat that just roams the parking lot at night. The amount of times I've seen this cat almost get hit by a car because you can't fucking see it because it's solid black and it darts from underneath the cars in the parking lot to other cars in the parking lot. It's insane how many times I've almost seen this cat get hit. And that's when you hear her bark during these like 9, 10 o'clock at night streams. It's because she's sitting on the deck and she can see the cat darting around, trying to catch, because it's trying to catch like birds and shit. She can see it dart, and mice. There's a lot of mice. She can see it darting around, so she sits there and she barks at the black cat that she sees running around the parking lot. It's like if anybody needs to feel sorry for a pet in this building, it's that fucking black cat. Okay, and go. If you're gonna take the responsibility of owning a cat, then you take the responsibility of keeping that cat indoors, feeding that cat, raising that cat. It's not better for the cat to be running around outside. You're literally asking for that cat to die by letting it be an outdoor cat. Unless you have a farm and it's a wild barn cat, don't let your cats run around outside. If you're living in a city and you have an outdoor cat, for shame. For shame on you. Outdoor cats don't live very long. No, exactly. They don't. They don't because they get hit by cars or... This city has coyotes. I've run into coyotes on walks with my dog. This city has coyotes. And you're just letting your cat run around and you're crossing your fingers that your cat doesn't get hit by a car or eaten by a coyote. You're a terrible person. Ga and Goo appear. Something like only 20% of outdoor cats live to old age. Yeah, because while they're starting to get old, as soon as they get old enough where they're not, like, kitten level fast anymore, then they can get caught by predators. Whee! Go and Ga up here. My point is, the only reason she barks when she's out on that balcony is because she sees the cat. When she's like sunbathing and stuff during the day, she doesn't bark. She only barks at night because she sees this fucking cat darting around in our parking lot and she likes to bark at said cat. And it's like, you're gonna sit here and tell me you feel sorry for my sunbathing dog, but no one's gonna do anything about this cat that is begging to get hit by a car in our parking lot every fucking night? Ga and Goo appear. Also, I would like to point out that the weather only just changed. Up until now, it's been so cold that my dog's paws were literally, like, she would, like, tippy paw when she walked outside because the ground was too cold for her. But you're gonna sit here, like, feeling sorry for her because I'm not taking her for enough walks? I'm very sorry. What? What? She does not like it outside. I took her outside to play for an hour today. She played for 5 minutes and then was over it and didn't want to be there anymore. And I forced her to do, like, another 55. Cool. And Ga. Whoops. Oh, now she's sleepy. Hey, sleepy puppers. Not to mention, she has a button to like, hey, be like, hey, bring me outside. She never uses it. Ever. Because she doesn't want to leave. Ka and Ko appear. I can't survive on the outside. My time inside changed me. I mean, did it change her though? She's a The breed of dog she is bred to be a lap dog. They are bred to sleep on your lap all day. She has no other desires in life. Besides chewing her lamb chop stuffed animals and sleeping and sunbathing. Those are her life's pleasures. He appears. She's a hardened criminal now. I mean, maybe. If you count occasionally eating a plastic straw to shreds a crime. Gay appears! Destruction of property. Ah, close enough. Oh my god, I tried to... How and Ku appear. Tried to check my money and it didn't work. Not to mention, she gets like the premium dog food. She gets like the dog food that costs entirely way too much money. And then on top of that, as like treats, she's fed like good wet dog food too. Like, this dog is spoiled as fuck. Gi and Ki appear. I had gay on the brain. Ah, 1941! He and Ku appear. Motherfuckers. Oh, Connor, you said you bought the tickets for tomorrow, right? Can you, send me, like, either your PayPal or your email so I can pay you for my ticket? Also, tell me how much the ticket was. K and Go appear! We're gonna get to level 9 before we get enough money to buy the next thing. Insanity. This thing is so unbalanced, it's insane. Kay appears! Hey, Kay. What you doing? Are you okay? No. Because I killed you. Gay appears. The party was surprised. Will not change. As soon as I got close to getting enough money, it started only giving me single enemies. Ah! Okay. Sons of bitches. Give me a double battle again. E and Gay appear. Awaken learned. Level 9. Mika, sweetheart, what you doing? are you doing, dog? Contemplating life? What are you doing? Come here. Come here. What was that? What was that? What was that? Hey. Oh, Snuggles. Okay. Alright. Look at this abused dog. Are we comfy cozy? Yeah. Okay. I sent you a Discord message with the ticket price and my email. Okie doke. I will transfer you when the stream is done. Oh, it's 28.20. God damn it. Thought it was 22.80. Okay, well, I need the hats. I'll just buy the hats, I guess. So angry. So bleeping angry. Oops. Ah! Can't believe I need $2,800 for the weapons. This game! Okay, and go up here. The other problem is, like, once they taught you the ka's and the ga's, like, how come I never run into vowels anymore? Like, it's just ka's and ga's. Like, this area, like, the areas should be building on each other, not only reinforcing one specific letter. Ga and goo up here. Whoops. This ain't the vowel turf. They know not to tread there. It's just like, what's the point if you only have one area to fight them in that you never go back to? Okay, and go up here. Just get to 9 and then I guess... That, like, I want to move on in the game, but it's like I don't even have all the shit that I was supposed to have for this area, I guess, technically. Ga and goo up here, because it's not being balanced properly. Ugh, I can't. Let's just go next lesson. I can't. I need to progress. Drive me nuts. What would you like to do? Continue with new lessons. Welcome back. Let's carry on with the next lesson. I have something special prepared for today's lesson. Before we study more hiragana, we're going to learn some Japanese vocabulary. Let's learn some vocabulary. To give you a break from learning hiragana every lesson, we'll mix it up and learn vocabulary every now and then. We'll cover 10 new words each lesson. As we go, we will demonstrate how to read and pronounce each word. You'll see how to write each word in hiragana, based on the hiragana we know so far. I'll show you our first word and demonstrate how these vocabulary lessons work.
Hi.
To recap, last week this game told us that we couldn't learn vocabulary because we only knew vowels so far, and you need consonants to learn Japanese words, which is bullshit. But now they're teaching us words using hiragana that they haven't taught us yet. Like, didn't go with ao, aka, ie. Any of these words that they could have taught us with the alphabetic that they already taught us. They're going with words using hiragana that they haven't taught the player yet. This is insane. This is insane. I can't believe this. All that they had to do was like have a normal RPG menu, and then when you learned the hiragana to say those words in Japanese, then they could teach you those words. So like when you learn like have a menu and do some shit where everything's English, and then when they teach you like the vowels, the a, I, U, E, O, then they can teach you like, hey, ie is no. And then they could replace the no in the menu with the hiragana for ie. And now, every time you go to press no in the menu, you read it in the hiragana. This wasn't hard to do. And then that's all they had to do for vocabulary until you learned the entire hiragana alphabet. Then they could have started being like, now let's learn colors. Oh my god. Holy shit. This is crazy. This is insane. I can't believe this game is this bad. Let's break down the text above. The first line, in blue, is how to write the Japanese word in Romaji. Romaji is a system designed to transcribe Japanese sounds using the English alphabet. Romaji is very common, and there's a good chance you've come across it before. Words borrowed from Japanese use Romaji. Think of words like tsunami, karaoke, sensei, etc. Romaji is super simple and easy to read. As you learn more hiragana and gain an understanding of the syllables used in Japanese, you'll be able to write words in Romaji as well as hiragana. Ruthless, my review of the game. I'm sorry. I playtest. I quality assure. This game would not have released like this if I had played it. And if it did release, I would have asked for my name to be taken off the credits. This is crazy. This is a game made by obviously a game made by North Americans who speak, read, write Japanese as a second language and have never played or made a video game in their life. This is psychotic. There's no logical progression. There's no plot line. The developers are Australian, apparently. Well, okay. Yeah, close enough. English speakers with Japanese as a second language. This is crazy psychotic. I should literally throw my own together in RPG Maker and just call it like, I don't know, Weeb RPG or something. It would be 100 times better than the way that this game is working. Oh my god. This isn't, let's teach you words now that you finally know some hiragana, and then the first word that they teach you is hi. Fucking psychotic. For the vocabulary we are learning, you can use the romaji reading until we learn all of the relevant hiragana. Insane. Which brings me to the next line, written in black. This is the hiragana reading of the word. As lessons get more advanced, you learn more hiragana, these words will become entirely written in hiragana. Insane. This is crazy. When there are syllables used that we haven't learned yet, I'll just display the romaji. So in our example above, you'll see it as hai, but we haven't learned the hiragana for ha yet, but we've learned e. The dashes in between are just to symbolize the gap between each syllable. You don't need to actually write these in hiragana or romaji. This is crazy. Were they high when they made this? Maybe that's the, like, missing link of how insane this game is. Maybe they were just, like, stoned. Finally, our third line in orange is the English translation of the word. So, the example above teaches us that the Japanese word hi means yes in English. Awesome! Oh, next, I'll discuss how to pronounce it properly.
Hi.
This word sounds like hi or hi. You know, the same pronunciation. However, remember, e sounds like e. The word hi is actually pronounced hi. But since Japanese is a language spoken at a rapid pace, the syllables tend to merge. Oh, God. I cannot wait. I'm excited. Like, when you get to, like, nuances in Japanese, like des, when you say des, like, it's spelled desu, but there's no Japanese person on earth that pronounces the U. You know what I mean? I can't wait until we get to intricacies like that and see what this game says. A general rule of thumb when speaking Japanese is that the sounds of syllables do not change regardless of what syllable they follow or precede. We all know English words can change pronunciation in strange ways and may not even be pronounced as they are written. However, in Japanese, every syllable has a specific pronunciation and it's the same in every word it appears in. It's, like, crazy to be explaining it like this, too. Like, the English alphabet uses letters to make syllables. The Japanese alphabet uses syllables to make words. That's the difference. That's why whenever you see it as written, you read it as written, because their alphabet is a syllabic alphabet, not a like a letters alphabet. But they're making this sound like they're both letters. They just act differently. It's like, no. I cannot believe this. There are a couple little exceptions, but nothing to be concerned with at this stage. Also, to be like, every syllable has a specific pronunciation, and it's the same in every word it appears in. There are some exceptions, but we're not gonna get into that. Oh my god. She liked to pronounce. Would you guys like to hear the pronunciation of hi again? Here you go.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Can you even hear it over the beep it plays at the exact same time?
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Let's look at our second word.
Ie.
Whew, this is ie, which means no. This is an interesting word because it's made up of only vowels. You know, that thing that this game claimed was impossible literally last week. Literally like an hour beforehand in gameplay. Where this game was like, it's impossible. Japanese needs consonants to make words. You know that? Remember that? Yeah, no. I can, but it kind of sounds like someone tried to censor it but failed. Yeah. It's fucking God.
Ie.
When dealing with repeated vowels such as E, you draw out the length of the sound. It's not quite the same as repeating the vowel twice. Listen carefully to the example pronunciation. Well, here goes. Is it gonna be?
Ie.
Yep.
Ie. Ie.
Insane. Also, this technically is an exception to that rule that they literally just laid down, because you don't pronounce it E-E-A. You don't go E-E-E-A. You don't say that. You just go E. You hold the syllable for an extra beat. So like, it's already an exception to the rule that they tried to tell you 2 seconds ago. Oh, I can't.
Watashi.
What? Watashi. This vocabulary list is insane. Now that you know 15 hiragana, we're gonna teach you words in hiragana. The first word is hi, and the third word is watashi. Wa is like one of the last hiragana that you're gonna learn. It's fucking... Oh no. Watashi is the Japanese word for I, used when referring to yourself. It's not a substitute for the letter I. Oh my god. Also, well, let's see if they explain it.
Watashi.
You'll use watashi often in conversation when talking about yourself. It's a formal and polite word. Also gender neutral, which is kind of the most important part of it. There are other more casual words used to refer to yourself in Japanese, but they are safe for chatting with your friends and family. Or to be gender specific, like atashi is still, I believe atashi is still considered to be formal, but it's feminine, versus watashi, which is gender neutral. I wonder if it, because it's talking about them, I wonder if it's ever going to get into like boku ore, like any of that, or if it's just gonna stick with watashi.
私、私、私、私、
Crazy. Ready for word 4. Let's see what banger they have next.
あなた、
Anata. Can't believe it literally is like, we're gonna save words for when you learn the letters, and then pretty much all of the words it's teaching you are words that you don't know the letters to yet. Anata is the Japanese word for you, used when referring to the person you're talking to.
あなた、
You can use this word in conversation when talking about your conversation partner. However, it can be considered rude to use it in the wrong context. Most of the time, you refer to people by their name, even when talking directly to them. It sounds weird in English, but it's normal in Japanese. I mean, I would argue you don't really refer to people often in the first place because contextually they know usually that you're talking about them, so you don't need to say it at all. Would you like to listen to the pronunciation again?
あなた、あなた、あなた、
Word 5. The rest of the words in this lesson are for objects used when studying. Look around now. Hopefully you have most of these things handy. Are you telling me that instead of, like, learning basics, like usually a lesson would teach you, like, colors first, or, like numbers, like a counting system. So instead of teaching any of that first, it's gonna teach me, like, pen and pencil.
ペン、
Kill me! It's not even a word you need to learn because pen is just pen. Why is this considered one of the 10 vocabulary? They could have done like an entire lesson of like basic words that are the same in English and Japanese, and they could have like had that by itself. They could have like made it like a funny where like some dude is like, I'm gonna quiz you on these words, and like make you worried and be like, oh no, these are all gonna be words that I don't know, and then just have it be every question he asks is a question like this, like, what's the Japanese word for pen? Like, they could have done so much. Instead, they made it one of the first 10 vocabulary you learn. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Pen is the Japanese word for pen. Who knew? I'm gonna choke on my Tootsie Roll. This is a word that has been borrowed from English. Why are we teaching it to you as one of your first main 10 vocabulary words? Who the fuck knows?
ペン、
Amazing. Am I a Japanese now? Oh, Connor. It's an easy word. It's even pronounced the same. Are we making our case yet for why this is one of the first 10 words we're teaching you? Oh. Yeah, that's the other thing. They borrowed pen from English, so you wouldn't write pen in hiragana in the first place. So why are we learning how to write pen in hiragana in a hiragana language learning game? when we would write it in katakana in the first place. Oh my god. I used the pen to write the pen. When you write words borrowed from other languages in Japanese, you wouldn't normally use hiragana. Instead, you would use a set of characters called katakana, which are specifically for foreign words. However, since this software is about learning hiragana, we will write borrowed words like pen in hiragana and romaji, even though that doesn't make sense. Because we could just not teach you that one specific word and then have you learn it in the katakana game. Oh my god. Do you want to hear how pen is pronounced?
Pen, 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 pen.
Oh my god, I have to remember to write a review of this game on Steam. The reviews don't tear this game apart enough. I'm losing my mind. Ready for word 6?
鉛筆
It's an enbitsu. We've only taught you so far. But here, enbitsu. Okay, hang on. I have to finish my Tootsie Roll. I can't do my tsus properly with candy in my mouth. Oh, thank you for the follow, Mew Mew. Maybe they plan on teaching you pen so they can hit you with the pen is mightier than the sword thing in the final boss. They could hit that. They could hit you with that regardless. It's a studying game. They could have used that line no matter what. Oh my god, I hope that... I wonder if there's anybody out there that, like, used this as, like, their only source of learning hiragana. Like, I'm using this as a refresher because I wanted to play the kanji game. But now I'm scared. Like, if this is... If I know how incorrect this game has been so far, do I trust the kanji one? Because this is crazy. Alright, well, guys, pencil is enbitsu. TSU is tsu. Tsu, tsu. Best way to pronounce tsu is like go to do su, but then put the tip of your tongue right where your like gums hit your teeth, your top teeth. That like gum line, and then you can go tsu. 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 You have to make that, like, click with your tongue. Yeah, but now it has extra meaning. That's... Sure. Sure, Connor. That's the thing. If anybody out there is like, I want to learn a language that, like, pronounces things kind of differently. Like, if you're like, oh, I know English, I want to learn... like, what's another example? Like, Spanish. Like, Spanish has a lot of rolled R's and stuff like that. Like, they pronounce certain consonants differently than we would pronounce them. I highly, highly, highly suggest taking a linguistics course first and foremost. Like, just a basic linguistics course. Because a linguistics course is going to teach you, tricks on how to pronounce different things, and then it'll like train your brain to like figure out what to watch for to make sounds in other languages that you're supposed to be making. Like the Japanese R isn't an R or an L. It's somewhere in between. If you take a linguistics course, they do a really good job of teaching you like what to do with your tongue to get that noise. Stuff like that. I highly recommend if you're thinking of learning any language that has like specific pronunciations of certain things to take linguistics first. Linguistics was actually one of the most fun courses I've ever taken. It says a lot about my university career. Alright. Enpitsu is Japanese for pencil.
鉛筆
I also I don't know how much I can be trusting the pronunciation of the game. Because again, we haven't seen anything to distinguish stuff like ame versus ame. And I don't know the distinctions like hana, hana, hana. I don't know a lot of specific distinctions for words. Like I know hana, I know ame. Those are like the ones that are used most common to demonstrate it. But I don't know all of them. So I don't know. Any one of these could have an inflection case involved, and if I'm not gonna know. It's a bit of a mouthful, so listen to the pronunciation a few times and practice saying it slowly. It's just enpitsu. Enpitsu.
鉛筆鉛筆鉛筆鉛筆
There's your beep pronunciations. Word 7. What are we hitting with next?
机
Tsukue. Alright. Sure. Tsukue is Japanese for desk.
机
And that's apparently all they're gonna say about that. Here's your pronunciation.
机机机机
I can't tell if the beep is cutting off the ts or if it's just saying tsukue when it's supposed to be saying tsukue. The desk is mightier than the pen. No, the tsukue is mightier than the pen, Connor. God. Word 8.
椅子
Isu for chair.
椅子
Yeah, again, they're not really going hard into the lessons of the vocab.
椅子椅子椅子椅子椅子
There's your chair. Word
Hmm.
9 is book. Again, another word where they haven't taught any of the hiragana yet for it, so it's literally just like, oh yeah, hon. Hiragana? Oh no, just ha and hon.
本本本本本本 本
And word 10. Do we have any guesses? Any guesses? Yes, no, maybe so. We have pen, pencil, desk, chair, book so far. I think See, like when you picture a study desk, for some reason there's a ruler there. But like we're not learning like math or geometry or anything like that. Lamp, maybe? Maybe they're gonna go for desk lamp. Highlighter. Hat. They're just gonna come out of left field with hat. Alright, word 10, let's go.
ノート
Oh, notebook. Notebook. Much different from book. They decided to teach us another katakana for notebook, which is just noto.
noto, 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 noto.
I can't. Oh, it hurts. Okay. It feels like they gave up their original plan partway through this game. I don't. Oh my god. They could have legitimately what they should have done is they should have just been like the RPG should have been it's your first day of school. It's like it's your first day of school. Um I don't know. I don't know what the setup would be. Like you were always interested in Japanese, so you applied to like the Japanese program at like university or something. So it's like a 3-year course. And the first year is we're going to teach you hiragana. And then they have a built-in way of like why they're teaching you pen and pencil and notebook and book and desk and chair. But like they could also progress it more naturally. And like the like going and fighting monsters things could be like field quizzes where like oh, like you have to go out into the world and like prove that you're learning the language. Or like this is you studying, so like you'll only let yourself do because that's how a lot of people actually learn Japanese is that they'll like this method is like crazy, but it's also how I was learning it in Japan. You put like sticky notes all over the place of what that word is in the language you're trying to learn. So like above the light switch, if like you're like, oh, this is for lights, so then you would write lights in whatever language you're trying to learn. And then every time you go to use that light switch, you like read it. Like that's how a lot of people learn. Like you could just say that the character in the game was doing that. So, and then like they have to like interact with their like everyday thing, but like they like to turn on the lights, they have to like attack the light switch. Kind of like if you want to do it turn-based. I don't know. There's ways. There are much better ways. There are way better ways. Oh. That's the end of our first vocab lesson. You now know 10 Japanese words. Do we? That are going to be very useful. Well done. Are they? I don't know how many times I've gone to Japan and needed to know that pencil was enpitsu. And if you just have to go to the stationery store. You don't need to like know the word for pencil. If you can't say your order in Japanese, she's gonna let you starve. Yeah, like it could be stuff like that. And then you have like a built-in reason, like at the end of every week there would be like an in-class quiz. You would like have a reason to be getting quizzed on what you learned in the game. But then you could also like have it so that you could only interact with things if you like correctly say what they're called or whatever. But like there's ways to do it. There's ways to do it. This makes me sad. And then we're just going straight. It's time to learn our third set of hiragana. I thought we were breaking up the hiragana lessons with a vocab lesson. But instead, it's a vocab and hiragana lesson. Alright, the 5 new characters. What are we at? The way that the order is doing this in, I think we're at T's? S's? T's? Where are we at? I will go through each character individually and teach you how to write it and pronounce it. At the end of this chapter, we'll have a quiz, so do your best. Sa. The characters we are learning in this lesson are sa, she, su, se, and so. These characters follow our pattern of a, I, U, E, O, and oh god, the slight exception to this is she, which adds a soft H sound. I don't know if I guess it's technically soft. I don't know. It's a weird way of describing the H in she. I'll pronounce each one for you as we go, so you get the right idea. Here's our first new character.
さ
This is sa. It's a consonant followed by a vowel and makes up a single syllable. They're all... Can't anymore. You pronounce this as sa.
さ
Let's practice writing it. It's a 2-stroke letter, people. I don't trust... Yeah. Don't trust it. It's not 3 strokes, it's 2. It's just a cross and then down. Hang on, I'm doing this backwards and around. Just it's just cross and then down and around. That's it. Cross, down and around. 2 strokes, not cross down 3rd stroke around. No. Oh my god, this game. Crazy. Tilt the horizontal line properly. Like key, the number of strokes varies depending on the font, except it kind of doesn't. The font that they're using to teach it's a 2-stroke hiragana. The font that they're showing it to you in is for impact. That's regardless of learning it. It's oh god, so stupid.
さし
She or she. It's a consonant followed by a vowel and makes up a single syllable like every goddamn letter. Because they're not letters. It's a syllabic alphabet. You pronounce this as she.
し
Let's practice writing it. Down and hook. That's it. 1 stroke. This character is made in just 1 stroke. The vertical line is straight, but make sure you curve it correctly at the bottom.
し
Get ready for the next character.
す
This is su. It's a consonant followed by a vowel. I need to. You pronounce this as su.
す
Let's practice writing it. 2 strokes, people. I don't have any tricks for remembering that this is a part of the S syllabic, but to remember it's the S-O. Obviously, there's an O right in the middle. One more time. Boop. Practice writing the character now. Some tips. It's written in 2 strokes. The tail at the bottom curves slightly after the loop.
すすす
Get ready for the next character.
せ
Say. I've always kind of tried to remember this as a seesaw. But that might mix people up with she, I guess. But there is no C. There's she and there's say. So maybe you could think of it as a say-saw. It's a say-saw! But, yeah. That's the best method I got for remembering this one. This is say or say. You pronounce it as say. Boop.
せ
Let's practice writing it. Bop. The vertical line on the right has a slight tail formed when your pen lifts, which is basically what all of those tails are supposed to be.
せせせ
Get ready for the next character.
そ
This is so. It's hard to explain how I remember this one. To me, it just kind of looks like the word so. Even though it's a Z and a C, for some reason my brain sees that and it's like, yeah, S-O. ZC? Yeah, S-O. You know. Same thing. Interchangeable, really. So this is so. You pronounce it as so.
そ
It's one stroke. And it's fun to write. Make sure to curve the last part properly.
そそそそそそ
That's it. We finished this set of hiragana. These 5 characters, sa, shi, su, se, and so, are all quite commonly used, so be sure to memorize them. Su with the loop-de-loop. Before we continue, would you like to save? I guess. Going to show you some common Japanese words written entirely in hiragana. Why? Ugh. We had a vocab lesson. A vocab lesson that was completely wasted by the fact that you mostly gave me vocab using letters that you hadn't taught yet. Then you told me that you gave me that lesson so that I wouldn't be learning fucking syllables every fucking lesson. But then you immediately followed it up with a syllabic lesson. And then you're following that syllabic lesson up with another vocab lesson? Is that what I'm getting here? We just had 3 lessons in a row? For no reason? Tomorrow better be better than today, man. I swear. Okay, I'm gonna show you some common Japanese words written entirely in hiragana. Sound them out using the knowledge you have so far. Say the words out loud and you'll probably get the meaning right away. Oh no, that's the bad sign. Here's our first Japanese word. You know these characters now. Can you guess what this word is? Does chat want to participate? Does chat want to guess what this word is? Beans? Am I able to, like, give out, channel points? I feel like that was a thing I could do. Hang on. Maybe we can make this a little more interactive. What? Stream manager. What's this? What's this? What's this? Oh, weird. Okay, there's like a Jackbox thing in here. I can do predictions. I don't want to do predictions though. Stream marker, emotes. Oh god. Create poll. Yada 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 yada. Is there no way where I can just like give bubbles to people? I have to like do a prediction. Um Yeah, all I can do is a prediction, I guess. Unless I don't understand how to do it. I'll look into that. I'm not sure. I just crossed 30,000 channel points. What do I win? Oh, the capability to do stuff. Um, I'll have to figure that out. Cause like if I can like give people channel points somehow, then I can make this like more interactive of like, what do you think the answer is? And then if you get it right, I can give you like channel points. Or I can get real stingy and give out like 1 bit. Everybody gets a bit for every correct answer. That would end up costing me so much money. Holy crap. Oh. Anyway, here's our first Japanese word.
寿司
Did you say sushi? That's correct. Sushi's a Japanese word that's known in many cultures as the most delicious food on earth. Half a pence.
寿司
Oh, they're actually going to go into detail about what sushi is. That's interesting. Sushi is a popular dish made with raw fish. If you haven't tried it, give it a go. It will surely enhance your appreciation of Japanese. I have never once found sushi to enhance someone's appreciation of Japanese. No, not once have I seen someone eat sushi for the first time and hear them go, "This makes me appreciate Japan." I also like how they're like, you might, like, if you say them out loud, you're sure to recognize them. The first word is sushi, which, yeah, okay. Worldwide, most people know what sushi is. Then the second word, well, does chat want to guess what this word? Does chat want to read it? Boo, boo, boo. You got nothing. Chat's not learning. This is sensei. A word that you would only know if you watch a lot of anime. Or, like, read a lot of manga. But, like, fan-translated manga. Not officially translated manga. And also uses a hiragana that the game has not taught the player yet. We're on word 2! I'm failing this class. Aw. How dare you? I'll have to figure out... Maybe I can figure out a way to, like, incorporate StreamerBot into making this, like, a call and response thing. And then I can, like, buy the winners something. That'd be cool. Anyway, this is sensei. It means teacher. It really shouldn't be the second word that they're teaching you. Although it's technically the 12th, I guess. So insane. Character we haven't learned is the second one. There. The one that looks like an H. This is the character for the letter N. I wonder if they were, like, trying to make you think that's an E? But, like, that would, like, hinder your studying. Oh. Now that you know that the H is an N, can you work out what the word is? I already told you. Y'all best be paying attention to my lessons. If you're having trouble, break it down and spell it out as it sounds. It will look like this. Sensei.
先生
Oh, it's hilarious that that's the shadow they chose for sensei. Looks like we've written sensei. Sensei is a word you've probably heard a lot in movies and television. A lot? Heard a lot? Aside from Karate Kid, can anyone name, like, a big Hollywood movie that uses sensei? Yeah, martial arts films and stuff. Name a cause Kill Bill? Does she call that guy sensei? I mean, even if she does, that entire portion is in Japanese. Which kind of proves my point of, like, you would mostly see it in Japanese media. But, like, does she actually call him sensei? Because she wants him to be her sensei. But he's, like, refusing her. So I don't know if she actually calls him sensei. Maybe she does at the very end. But they're literally saying a word you've heard a lot in movies and television. I would not. This is who is this someone who, like, grew up on martial arts films and that's why they wanted to learn Japanese and then they made this game? Because that's the narrative that's forming. Because as someone who just, like, grew up on pop culture in general, Kill Bill isn't an example that stands out immediately, and Karate Kid's, like, the only other thing I can think of. Because, like, even if you think of, like, stuff like, like, no, that wouldn't work either. Like, ironically, occasionally, like, some teen movies where they say it to each other. I'm agreeing with the game on this one. Sensei is pretty common in terms of Japanese words you hear. I didn't say you don't hear it a lot. I'm saying you don't hear it a lot in movies and television. Like, that's the type of thing that got said in Karate Kid and then caught on because of Karate Kid. And then people started saying it to each other, like, ironically and stuff. I don't think that there's that many movies and television examples other than actual Japanese media.
先生
Very commonly used in karate when addressing your master. Like the kids I knew who, like, knew what that meant growing up were either the people who watched a lot of anime or the people who were in karate classes. I wasn't hearing, like, everyday Joe Schmo knowing what that meant. Here's our third Japanese word. Why? It's another it's another tough one. There's one character here we haven't learned yet. Because why? Because literally why? Can you spot it? Because we just have to teach you more and more words that have hiragana that we haven't taught you yet. Any guesses for this one, Connor? Also, actually, is that how it's spelled in Japanese? Hang on. Beans? It is not beans. I think they might have spelt this wrong. I think they did. I think they spelt it wrong. Unless they're gonna say that this means something else, but one of these words has to be beans. I mean, to be fair, if they were gonna put beans up, it would probably be more along the lines of edamame instead of beans. So if you want a chance, I would change your guess to edamame. But this is insane. So this is another word that's never supposed to be written in hiragana. It's written in katakana because half of it is borrowed because the original was written in kanji and katakana. I don't know why they're like forcing the hiragana down your throat. Like, yeah, this is a hiragana game, but you don't need to be teaching this word in this game. You can teach it in the katakana game or the kanji game when it makes more sense. Anyway, this is karaoke. Known in the United States of America as karaoke. Okie dokie.
Karaoke.
Why spell it in hiragana when it's never spelled in hiragana? Karaoke. Yeah. Looks like we've written karaoke. Karaoke is a fun singing activity. Maybe you visit a karaoke club or sung karaoke at home before. Ow. I was close.
Karaoke.
Did you know that the word karaoke originated from Japanese? Did you know? Even that's technically wrong because half of the word of karaoke is borrowed, which is why you write it in katakana. That's all for our Japanese words this lesson. Once we've learned some more hiragana, we'll learn some new words. Even though it doesn't matter to learn the hiragana because we keep teaching you words that with hiragana that we haven't taught you yet. Do you remember our friend, the Dakuten? This guy lets us change the sound of hiragana. You'll remember we used it on the Ka series of characters to turn their sound from K to G. Here's some good news! We can use Dakuten on our newly learned Sa series. Adding Dakuten to the characters we learned in this lesson transforms the sound from S to Z. There it is, the beans. Oh, are you saying that they look like beans? The closed quotations. I'll go through our 5 new characters, which they're not new, they're just Dakuten, and show you what they become when you add Dakuten. Close enough. This is Za or Za. It is pronounced as Za. Write Sa as normal, then add your Dakuten marks in the position shown in the image above. Boop.
Za. 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 Za.
Practice writing Za in your notebook now.
Ji.
This is Ji. You pronounce it as Ji. This character is an exception in this set, as it is not a Z syllable. You can maybe remember it as the fact that it's using like a hook, a backwards J. So she turns to G. Kind of spelling its own word here, sort of. Backwards J, I, G. Also, how you... how do I say this in English? Onomatopoeify. Staring. G. Write she is normal, then add your Dakuten marks in the position shown in the image above. G.
Ji. 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 Ji.
Practice writing G in your notebook now.
Z.
This is Zoo. You pronounce this as Zoo. Write Zoo as normal, then add your Dakuten marks in the position shown in the image above. Boop.
Z. 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 Z.
Practice writing Z in your notebook now.
Z.
This is Zay or Zay. You pronounce this as Zay. Write say as normal, then add your Dakuten marks in the position shown in the image above. Whoop.
Z.
Do you need to pronounce it again?
Z. 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 Z.
Ziza, the seesaw. Practice writing Z in your notebook now.
Zo.
This is Zo or Zo. You pronounce this as Zo, right? So as normal, then add your Dakuten marks in the position shown in the image
Zo.
above to get Zo.
Zo. Zo. Zo. Zo. Zo.
Practice writing Zo in your notebook now. We've now finished this set. From this lesson, you've learned a total of 10 new hiragana. You obtained Study Guide 3. Use this from the items menu to quickly revise this lesson. That wraps up this lesson. Great work. Let me guess. Now you're going to quiz us. You know it. Aw, man. Chin up, Leon. We need to revise what we've learned, or we'll get our butts kicked next time we go out to battle hiragana warriors. Eric's right. Frankly, I want to learn as much as I can as soon as possible, so I can give Noburo a piece of my mind. All in due time. Let's focus on our quiz. See, I'd start in 2 minutes 20 seconds. Let's see if we can get through the very simple quiz before that. Question 1. What is this character? That is she. What? Correct. Well done. What is this character? That is So. They're not even like giving you tricks. Like they're not even like throwing Zo in there. They're just they're saying Sa, Zay, or So, which is crazy. Correct. Well done. What is this character? Oh, we're going back, are we? Hello, O. Fancy meeting you here. Correct. Well done. What is the character for the English sound Zoo? That would be Sue with the Dakuten. Boop. Correct, well done. What is the character for the English sound Saw? Whoop. Correct, well done. Congratulations, you completed the quiz. That's insane. Less than a minute. They quizzed us for less than a minute. Let's take a break from our study for now. Head into town and relax. If you need to stock up on items or equipment, be sure to do so. It might be a good idea now to look around for side quests. Oh, there's side quests, are there? Side quests are optional tasks you can complete for rewards, and each side quest teaches you more Japanese. I don't like their vocabulary lessons. Try talking to people in town with exclamation icons above their heads. Make sure to check the inn and the tavern, too. When you've finished exploring the town, come find me and we'll continue our study. Well, that's insane. Alright, well, ads are about to play, so I will throw this on a break so that we don't get, like, interrupted. Whilst I go get a bag of chips. And whatnot. And we'll be back when the ads are done. Break time. Boop. Yeah, okay, we're back. Along with flamin' hot nacho cheese Doritos, which I saw today, and I was like, "Oh my god, those sound delicious!" And then my boyfriend ate like almost the entire bag. So I'm eating them now so that I get to have more than the one I ate earlier. Honestly, I like these better than the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, because it's the Flamin' Hot, but it's the Dorito nacho cheese, not the Cheeto nacho cheese. It's real good. Real spicy, though. Anywho. Let's find out how side quests work. Misaki has been teaching me Japanese. It's so much fun, but so far I've only learned a couple of greetings. Your gut would die. Honestly, these are hotter than Flaming Hot Cheetos are. I don't know why. Because, like, obviously all they did was put the Flamin' Hot seasoning on the Doritos, but for some reason it's way hotter than the Cheetos are. Hey, I have an idea. I'll teach you the greetings I've learned, then you can use them with people around town. New quest started. Greetings. Yay! Okay, here's what I've learned so far.
おはようございます。
When it's morning, you can greet people with Ohayo gozaimasu.
おはようございます。
Ohayo gozaimasu. That's good morning. Listen again. Here you guys go. Oop.
おはようございます。おはようございます。おはようございます。
Next up,
こんにちは。
when it's daytime, you can greet people with konnichiwa.
こんにちは。
Konnichiwa. That's good day. Listen again.
こんにちは。こんにちは。こんにちは。
Next up,
こんばんは。
when it's evening, you can greet people with konbanwa.
こんばんは。
Konbanwa. That's good evening. Listen again.
こんばんは。こんばんは。こんばんは。こんばんは。
That's all I've learned so far. She's only learned good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Ow! As I bite my tongue. Ah! Sorry, that's not even good night, it's good evening. That's all I've learned so far. Remember the 3 greetings for morning, noon, and evening. Ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, and konbanwa. To test your memory, talk to the people in this area. They'll greet you in English. Respond in Japanese. Good luck! It's hard to control this with one hand. Good evening. Ow, my hand. Great, you got it. Why is he saying that as if he was specifically quizzing me when it's the other girl who's like trying to like get me to do stuff? Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Aw, Steve's not gonna greet me? Day. Ha! Ah, konnichiwa. Great, you got it. Am I supposed to talk to the people, like, in the inn and stuff, too, for her thing? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so wait. Does her quest marker not change after you complete the quest? Wow. Wow. Crazy. Alright, you did it! I'm so proud of my first student. To wrap up, I'll teach you how to say goodbye.
さよなら
I thought you said you only learned the 3 greetings. Sayonara, that's goodbye.
さよならさよならさよならさよならさよなら
You can tell that this is just like a Google AI pronunciation thing.
さよならさよなら
Because it sounds more like it's saying sayonara instead of sayonara.
さよなら
I got 500 yen for that. This game is so unbalanced, it's insane. Bonus points? The fuck are bonus points? What? We're just introducing a new system now? Amateur hour is right, Connor. Is this dude gonna teach me food? Hello, whippersnapper. What brings you here today? Might an old geezer like myself ask you a question? Do you know how to ask somebody's age in Japanese? Oh, that's where we went. No? Well, I can teach you.
何歳ですか
It's quite easy. You say, "Nanzai desu ka?"
何歳ですか
Nanzai desu ka? That's how old are you? Listen again.
何歳ですか何歳ですか何歳ですか
If we break down the sentence, you can translate the meanings. Nansai means what age, but it isn't specifically a question. To form a question in Japanese, you use desuka. Nope! Nope! At the end of a sentence, and there's no question mark used. Nope! Ka makes it a question. Ka makes it a question. The des is not... The des is more synonymous with are you. So, non-sai des would be what age are you? What an age you are! What age are you? What an age! The ka turns it into the question, making it, what age are you? The des is much closer to like your state of being. When you say des, you're like, I am, you are is, am. Not ah. Are these Australians like walking around just being like just saying things and then being like, oh, to form a question, and then ending it with deska? Like no matter what. This is insanity. Also, are they not going to explain non? Because I'm pretty sure non is like a special case. Let me, because I'm not Japanese, and I don't know for sure. Yeah. 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 So I think naan is a type of bread. So naan is a special use case. Um, which I guess I'm gonna be teaching here and now, even though it's a special. Uh, so what, which is what the question, what age are you? That's what the question's supposed to be. What is nani, Nani, or non, Nan? And there's special use cases because you have to know you would which one you use usually depends on what the word coming next is to like make the pronunciation sound better. Um like I don't even know if none for this question is correct. Cuz non is used before des, but as in like uh, like you would like when they say before des, they mean like directly before des, I'm pretty sure, because you'd be like nan desu ka, which is like what is it? Nan desu ka. You wouldn't say nani desu ka, but like nani sai desu, nan sai desu ka, nani sai desu ka. It might be not. I don't know. But the point is, non is a special use case. The fact that they're just like throwing it out there and not telling you that, a little crazy. Crazier to say that des is to form a question. Des is not. Des is to be. I am. You are. It's not. The ka is the question. Adding together nansai, what age, and teska question, we get what age are you? That is the no. 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 Think of ka as a question mark. Des is a state of being. To be, I am, you are. Not. This is insane. What age are you is a valid phrase in English, but how old are you is more natural and common, so it's a rough but valid translation. Now, answering that question is a tad more difficult. To do so successfully, you need to know how to say different numbers in Japanese. I'm sure you'll learn these at a later date. In written Japanese, you can use the same digits you're familiar with in English, such as 18, 21, 30, and so on. Oh, they're just saying you can use Romaji numbers? Let's say you're 21. When someone asks you how old you are, you would answer, no, because you're talking about typing now. You're talking about typing now, not conversational, which this is conversational. That's nijuichi, by the way. Because counting in Japanese is one of the easiest things to ever fucking do, and it should have been the first thing that this game taught you when it started teaching you words. Ni is 2, ju is 10, each is 1, so you say 2 tens 1 to say 21. How many tens? 2. 2 tens and a 1. Need you each. Oh my god. When someone asks you how old you are, you would answer, need you each side us. I wouldn't answer. I would answer way higher number. That's all there is to it. Nansai desu ka equals how old are you? Age sai desu. I'm 8 years old. Thank you for listening to an old man. As for how old I am, I'm not telling you. Oh ha 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 ha. And he gave me 3 ramune. And 5 bonus points. What the F are bonus points? And these guys don't tell me like anything extra. I am slowly going crazy. One switch. Crazy going slowly. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 switch. I am slowly going crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 switch. Crazy going slowly. Am I? 6, 4, 3, I missed one. 6, 4, 3, each switch. Some people in this world will tell you that you can't do something or other. To those people, all you need to say is thus, I can, and I will. Your words are only as good as your actions. Do your best and succeed where others say you will fail. It is with this success that you will obtain happiness. Sure. I love refreshing drinks. Miss Misaki has been introducing me to delicious Japanese beverages. You look thirsty. Won't you join me for a drink?
乾杯
Interesting. Kanpai. That's how you say cheers in Japanese. You'll usually hear it when people are sharing alcohol, but not so much for regular drinks.
乾杯乾杯
So why are we
Kanpai.
teaching you this right now?
Kanpai.
Who knows?
乾杯
Quest started, get turned. Yeah, that's what it seems to be saying. This is awkward. I ordered some drinks a little while ago, but the waiter hasn't brought me anything. I have an idea. Why don't you visit the inn and see if they have any drinks there? Here, I'll write my order down. Show this to the innkeeper and bring back the drinks. Oh my god, go in. Hello, dear. Oh, you want some drinks? Let me see what you need. Ah, yes, I think I have all of these. Just a moment. Here you go, enjoy. Obtain set of drinks. Okay, so this quest was literally just go fetch something 2 feet away. You got the drinks! Huzzah! Now let me teach you about these wonderful concoctions. Kanpai!
ラムネ
This is the ramune, a sweet and fizzy drink. It's a bit like lemonade. What? What? In what realm is it like lemonade? I'm speechless. Have these people never had a rumune in their life? They're writing about it and like making it a main part of their game and like attempting to teach you about it, and they're calling it lemonade? What does it taste like? Like if there was like a flavor of soda pop that was like just like plain yogurt. Like not vanilla yogurt, not sweetened yogurt, just like a plain yogurt flavored pop. If that makes sense. What the fuck? It's so hard to explain. So it is like a little bit sweet, but it's mostly just like carbonation. Like it doesn't have much of a flavor. But it's good. Like I wouldn't be like, "Oh, it's like carbonated water," because like carbonated water doesn't really taste like anything, but Ramune tastes like something. It just tastes like something you're not used to. And like having had yogurt sodas before, it does taste a little bit like yogurt soda. Just not as much as actual yogurt soda does, which is why I'm like plain yogurt soda instead of like sweetened yogurt soda. So hard to explain. I guess you've never, well, obviously, if you're asking what it tastes like, you must have never had one. I mean, if you have time tomorrow after the movie, I can bring you somewhere to get one. They're good. They're not, they don't taste like lemons. First of all, lemonade's not carbonated. Unless you're having like a Mike's Hard. Second of all, it doesn't taste like citrus. It's not a citrus drink. It doesn't taste like lemonade. It doesn't taste like 7-Up or Sprite. It doesn't taste like it's not a citrus drink. You can get carbonated lemonade. You can get carbonated almost fucking anything. But when you're describing a drink, that's literally, it's just a pop. It's just a pop. If you're trying to describe a pop to someone and you're like, it's like lemonade. Like, that makes no sense. If they thought it tasted like citrus, then the closest comparison would have been like 7-Up or Sprite. But it doesn't taste like 7-Up or Sprite because it doesn't taste like citrus. Yeah, well, I'll Google what's closer, because you can get it at TNT. You can get it at, like the Miniso. There's shops in the mall, but since we're going to East Hills, we're not really close to the mall. So I'll have to figure out the closest place to get. Honestly, we might be able to just walk. I wonder if Ito sells it. We might just be able to walk into Ito and buy one. Because that's like by the theater, so. Comes in a glass bottle sealed with a marble. You need to pop the marble out to drink. Which is why I don't drink Ramune, because I'm not strong enough to pop the goddamn marble.
Matcha.
Matcha is a popular style of green tea. It's not a style, it is a type. That's different. It's different. Type and style are not the same thing.
Matcha.
It's high in antioxidants and quite good for you. Matcha is brewed and served in elegant tea ceremonies.
Coffee.
Kohi or kohi is the Japanese pronunciation for coffee.
コーヒー
Kohi is very popular in Japan, and you can even find it in cans. These are sold in shops and vending machines and can be served cold or hot. Boss milk coffee. Boss. Actually, if we, depending on where we go, maybe I'll buy myself some Boss while you're buying some Room Lune. Unless I can find some good melon soda. Last few times I've tried to get melon soda, they've only had like the gross one. And that's all of the drinks. Thank you for sharing with me. Gay coffee. No, it's Boss coffee. I was gonna say what the gay one was, but then I can't think of any of the other Japanese coffee brands off the top of my head. So never mind, I guess. That's all of the drinks. Thank you for sharing with me. Obtained fresh coffee. Obtained 5 bonus points. The fuck are the 5 bonus points for? Okay, what do you want? Oh, great. We're gonna do that. It has rainbow. It does have rainbow. It's a rainbow of flavors, my friend. Now we're gonna do probably the exact same quest, but about food. Huzzah! Can't wait to see what they get wrong here. I just love food. I adore it. I'm very lucky that Miss Masaki has been introducing me to delicious Japanese cuisine. You look famished. Won't you join me for a meal?
いただきます
Before eating, you always say itadakimasu. It's a bit like saying let's eat or thanks for the meal.
いただきます
Itadakimasu. Let's eat. I'm pretty sure itadakimasu is a pronunciation case. Maybe not. I think it always has to end on a like itadakimasu. But I'm going to turn our meal into a bit of a game. There'll be 3 rounds. At the start of each round, I'll tell you the name of one of my favorite dishes. You said this was made in Australia? Hang on, hold the phone. Wouldn't Australians use the British writing system? They do. They're incorrectly spelling their own English. Favorite has a U, Australians. What is going on? Now they're getting their English wrong. Oh. The chef will bring out some plates, and you need to guess which one contains my favorite. First round.
たこ焼き
The meal I'm craving is takoyaki, diced octopus cooked in batter.
たこ焼き
Which one do you think is takoyaki? That would be number 3. And if you say I'm wrong, then you're wrong, because that is a takoyaki tray. And I think B is meatballs. And I think A is mochi? Why are meatballs here? Is that the only other round thing that they could come across? Correct! That's what takoyaki looks like. Second round.
そば
The meal I'm craving is soba. It's a noodle dish served cold.
そば
Which do you think? Well, 1 is spaghetti, and 3 is ramen. So, I'm assuming that you think that this is soba, even though that looks more like udon. Correct! That's what soba looks like. Final round.
Sashimi.
The meal I'm craving is sashimi. It's raw sliced fish.
刺身
Which one do you think is sashimi? Holy hell. So it's showing you sashimi, sushi, and then just a grilled piece of salmon. Oy. Correct. That's what sashimi looks like. Congrats, you've completed the quiz. How was the food? I hope it was tasty. And here's, ooh, chef's apron. I think that's an item I already bought for myself. And 5 bonus points. maybe not. Okay, cool. This is like the mid one that I haven't been buying. Beans. So I can sell. Armor fresh coffee. Equipped it to raise max HP and MP by 10%. Oh, cool. I thought it was more along the items up like Ramune, but alright. Anyway. Sailcloth shirt. Thank you very much. So we will equip. Oh, we have to equip it as an accessory. We go down in defense by 4, but we go up in HP and MP by 10. So that, I think, makes more sense. And then everybody else has already got a buckler. So we can sell the buckler. Means we can buy another wide-brimmed hat. Oof. And then what? I don't want to do like another lesson, but like I don't think it'll let me go. Oops, god damn it. Anywhere besides need to visit the, yeah, we have no need to visit this. Let's head to our destination. They didn't even do like basic work of like oh, you need to like get past this mountain to get to this village, but like you have no way to get past this mountain yet, and then like eventually you learn you get a boat and then you can sail, and then you can sail around the mountain to get, like, they didn't even bother. They just like, you don't need to be at this place right now, so you're not here. You're not here. You can only practice vowels and the K's unless we can go farther in Caster. Now that we've learned things. Nope. But also, I'm not running into enemies. So, like, there's no enemies here anymore? What the fuck? Oh my god, I can't. Ah! Ah! There we go. Jesus! Why did that take so long? Alright, K and Key up here. Holy shit, look at this. This is insane. This is like such like most inefficient way to do this game ever. Crazy. Okay, and Key up here again. You own these streets, they're scared of you. Yeah, maybe I got to such a high level that the monsters are, well, the hiragana are like, oh no! Flee! Kei appears. my only choice is to talk to this chick and hopefully unlock a new area to battle in. Continue with new lessons. Oh my god. So, whoops. So literally, she teaches you some hiragana. She gives you access to an area with vowels, K and G. Then she teaches you vocabulary and a bunch more words. And then the only way to progress is to learn more vocabulary and syllables. There's nowhere to go practice the new syllables that she taught you. There's no way to practice any of the new shit. Whoops. Oh yeah, it's fine. Whatever. The first few will get killed. Like I can't go through. Holy hell. Holy hell. This is insanity. This is crazy. Continue with new lessons, I guess. Like, how was your day in town? You must be ready to continue. Have you completed any side quests yet? When you complete side quests, you'll earn bonus points. See this crystal next to me? This is the bonus crystal. Where'd the cat go? You can spend your bonus points here. Talk to the crystal and exchange 10 bonus points to level up your characters, making them stronger. This is a good idea if you're having difficulty with battles. Why is there now a new level up system being introduced? It's up to you if you want to use the points or not. If you don't want to use this feature, you can make your characters take less damage in battle by buying them new armor. Each character can equip 3 pieces of armor, a body armor, a headgear, an accessory. Check out the weapon tent below if you want to buy some armor. Continuing on, explore the world map and travel to our next destination. Head north of town to view the world map. We want to visit Sunnyvale Farm next. You have 20 bonus points. It costs 10 bonus points to add 1 level to your party. But I'm already overpowered because I was trying to raise money to buy this shit. And I can't use bonus points to buy any of this shit, even though it was talked to me about in the exact same conversation. What is going on in this game? I'm gonna save because I feel like just the only thing that hasn't happened tonight is the game crashing. Oh no, we're gonna get caught in the storm. No, I can't get these clothes wet. They're too valuable. No one cares about your clothes. Jeez. Everyone, look over there. There's a farmhouse up ahead. I bet we can take shelter there. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Okay. So we got the new hiragana again. There's okay progress, I guess. We have Zay and Sue, which scares me into thinking that this area is literally only the S and the Zs. Even though, again, it should be building. Anyway. And I'm still incredibly overpowered for the area. At least now I'm getting slightly over 100 yen per battle. Zay and Sue appear again. Oh. Sasu and So appear. Interesting. How much does that give me? Oh, almost 200 yen. Okay, so we can actually make money here. That's progress. Tained Iron Knuckles, which I'm pretty sure I don't need. Yep. Sa and She appear. Point messing with that? Nope, of course not. These combinations are weird, man. Okay, Gi, Ka, and A appear for some reason. Whoop. The other flaw in this is because of, like, the order it teaches you in. If you recognize the symbol from, like, if you know that without the Dakuten that's Ki, then you know that the answer has to be Gi. Like, it kind of, like, gives away the answer, so you're not learning all of them. Like, they should have done it in a way where it was, like, the enemies that you were battling, it's like, oh, this enemy is, like, weak against attacks that begin with like Ka, and then you have to use an attack that begins with Ka on it to, like, for the attack to be super effective, like something like that. And then if you get it close, it does like normal damage, but it doesn't do super, like if you pick a move that like begins with Ki, it does like normal damage. It's just not super effective. And then if you do a move that begins with, like, Saw, the game is like, ooh, that's not very effective at all. Like, there's... could have done this so well. This is the fourth guy, it doesn't matter. She, Say, Za appear. Really need to get Leon his better weapon. Heavy coat. Is heavy coat the good one? Hells yeah, it is! Cool. Alright. So we got money now. Kind of. Oh god. Sue and Say appear. Yeah, I don't want to like trigger anything by going over there yet. I'm gonna, I guess, raise money here and then go back and then buy what I need. She say za appear. Like, at this point, I'm getting so angry about this game that, like, maybe I'll make my own hiragana learning RPG game before I ever release my visual novel. Cause, like, holy crap. Okay, we're at 1,500. Zay and Sue appear. We got the upper hand. G and Zo appear. Zo, Za, Su appear. Less more learned. EKA. Just go. Oh, I can't go down. Okay, cool. Itchy nose. Sasuso appear. Reflect and strengthen learn. Zanzu appear. almost at 2,800. Sanzu appear again, even though I just fucking killed you guys. Too spicy. She say Za appeared. Ow. Ah! 27.99. She and Say appear. Cool beans. Okay. Go buy things. And sell things. I didn't realize that was an improvement on what Eric was wearing. Oops. God damn it. Alrighty. Like, Leon needs his better weapon. So everybody else has their better weapon. Woo! Not sure what these worth. Oh. So that puts us at $1,200, but I still need the upgraded armor for like everybody. Well, 3 people. Okay. The stream has been 3 hours long. Plus, I started an hour late today. So I think we're going to call it there for the night before this game makes me lose my mind again. Technically played for like 2.5 because I did a half an hour rant about how life sucks at the beginning. So that'll be it for the Phonics Friday stream. Tomorrow is the Sketch Saturday stream. I will be beginning the sketch of the next character of the visual novel game that I'm developing. That stream will be going live at 5 or 6 p.m. As some people in the chat know, I have plans in the afternoon tomorrow. to do things. To do things. Gonna go see a movie. And then maybe hit a grocery store or something before coming back. So depending on what time I get home, the stream will be at like 5, 6 o'clock p.m. That stream will be several hours long. I will be playing Spotify music during it, which means it will not be, if you're watching on YouTube, or even Kick, YouTube or Kick, I can't get the audio tracks to work properly on YouTube and Kick. So Saturday streams are a Twitch exclusive. So if you have any interest in watching me create characters for the video game I'm making, feel free to tune in on Saturdays, afternoon, nights, while I do that. Listen to some Spotify music, chat with me, etc. The schedule for next week will be up in the Discord probably tonight. I'm thinking tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow for sure. But we are streaming every day in May. So, you know, make sure you come by as often as possible so that you don't miss out. We have Lazy Sundays of Genshin Impact. We have Multiplayer Mondays. We have Team Tuesdays. Whatever the fuck I want Wednesdays. Long Play Thursdays. And Phonic Fridays. With Sketch Saturdays rounding it all off. Whoops. But thank you guys for coming out tonight. And hope to see you tomorrow night. But join the Discord for the exact schedule and whatnot. And I will find someone to raid to send you guys over to. Oyasumi nasai, King Connor. Good night, guys.